All files in SharePoint track their version history. That means you can look through all the versions that have been created and save or restore them. The best way to view version history on a file is to do it from inside the relevant app, and you can do it from your browser or from the desktop app. First, let's look at how it works in the browser. From the SharePoint library, we need to open the file, and you can do this just by clicking on it, or you can right-click and choose Open, which allows you to choose how to open it. I'm going to choose the browser. I'm going to open this workshop slide deck. And once it's open, I can go to where the name is in the top left. I can drop that menu down and choose Version History. The panel opens up on the right. This lists all the versions of the file. If I expand the current version, I can see there's been lots of edits made to it. Each of these lines you can see here is an edit. They are generally labelled modified, renamed, or restored. The first item in the list has my name attached to it, and it says how long ago it was edited, and that's important. Because there are no version numbers and files are saved automatically in SharePoint, the versioning is based primarily on the time the file was edited, rather than when it was saved. So you figure out what version you want to see based on when it was edited. Now if I select this edit at the top, the slides will appear in the center as they are in the current version. And at the top here it shows me when this was last saved, and I can save a copy of this version using the Save As button. Back on the version panel, I also have this option to download this edit if I choose the ellipsis. And that will take the file out of SharePoint and allow me to save it onto my computer. If I choose the next version in the list, which was edited by myself and Umrit, it will switch to that version. And you can see there is a little blue dot on some of the slides in the list here, highlighting the fact that this slide was changed during this edit. Now if I go further down the list, I can see edits from previous days as well. And I have the option to restore any of these edits. Choosing that will make this edit of the file the current version. Now let's look at how this works in the desktop app. It's very similar. You open the file in the app and you can just go to the file, right click it and choose Open in App. The PowerPoint opens and I can go to the same place as before, but in the desktop app, drop the menu down and choose Version History. The panel opens on the right hand side, and just like before I see a list of versions. I can see when they were edited, what was done, and who did it. I can open and review any of these versions. I just choose the Open Version link on each of them. It opens the version in another session of PowerPoint, so now I have two copies open at the same time. The original and the versions side by side. So this is really useful if you want to cut and paste content from the old to the new. I can save this version as by choosing this link here. This will allow me to rename it and save it somewhere else. And I can restore it with this button, meaning that this version will become the current version.